Hey, everybody, welcome back to Power 5 with Coach Bree. We're on episode 19, and today we're saying get fired up. Get excited about the things in your life. I see so many people, I be talking to the youth all the time and young adults and just like parents, and it just seems like everybody's kind of in this day-to-day, monotone kind of mentality. Like, oh, I ask them, like, how are you doing? I'm okay. Life is okay. But what happened to the excitement? I feel like nowadays we're just not excited about anything anymore sometimes, or something great has to happen in our life for us to kind of get that fire back in us. But this week, I want us to get our fire back. Let's get fired up about the things that's happening in our life. Let's stop finding ourselves making excuses or complaining about our life and instead trying to turn it around for a positive and make steps towards what we want to do. I think that's the hard times is that we kind of look at the negative all the time, but we don't look at it like, what can I do to change that? I always say, I will always be in control of what I can control, but I'll pray as if God is always in control. I'll only do what I can do, right? We can only do what we can do. So we can't try to force something that we can't, it's impossible. But we can always put more effort into the things that we said that we want to do. And so my thing is find that deep down energy. Find something that gets you excited again. It's so easy to stay in almost like a depressive state. And look at the news today. So many people taking their lives. So many people are unhappy. And they say that money doesn't make happiness. Because money, yeah, it takes care of our bills, right? We can get a new house, a new car. It can give us the material things in life. But at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't make us who we are. The things that we have set aside for ourselves to say, this is my dreams. This is my vision. This is the people group. Like my motivation every single day to get up is youth and young adults. Because I know there's a youth and young adult out there that can use me in their life to be an example to them, to encourage them. Even sometimes when I can't encourage myself, they motivate me to push more and they keep me fired up. It's easy to say, man, it's just one of those days. Oh, I don't feel like it today. Because that's one thing I was just sharing on one of my life coaching groups is that I was just saying, man, like some days it's just hard to get out of bed for me because I've been just going through some health challenges. And I said, you know what? It literally can get really tough for me. But I find myself digging a little deeper to say, you know what? There's a kid waiting on me. I'm a basketball coach, so I got to get to my practice. I got to get to my players to be that example, to give them a push. So that keeps me fired up. That keeps me in my motivation going. And I thank God that I have those outlets to be able to say, this is my purpose. This is my passion. So I want you to look at your life right now and say, there's a lot of things we can complain about. There's a lot of things that are negative in our life. I know for me, my little car is barely hanging on. And I know I need a new one, right? But I don't have the finances to do it yet. But I'm like, okay, keep taking care of it, keep doing his tune-ups, do his oil change till I get ready for that. But in the midst of that, I can focus on that and complain and be bitter and be mad. But at the end of the day, there's so much other positive things happening in my life. There's so many other things that I can be controlling in my life to be a positive. No matter what my circumstance may look like at times, I have to remind myself of the goal. I have to remind myself of the purpose. So this week, we got to do whatever it takes to get fired up again. What makes you excited? What makes you laugh? What just puts a smile on your face? And let's find those things and let's focus on that for the week. Let's focus on what is it that can keep us to get our fire lit and then keep our fire lit. Because it's one thing to get fired up, but it's one thing to keep it going. Okay, so let's really look at that this week. What is something that's going to really motivate us, push us, and take us to our next level this week? All right, so that's the challenge for the week. I appreciate you guys again for tuning in, and I'm excited to see you next week. All right, love you. Have a wonderful week. Be blessed.